Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to another wonderful week of PE. We've got a little easier assignment for you this week because you should be very familiar with what you have to do. This week we are doing some exercises. Now, if you notice at the top, it says odd numbers. Those are all what are known as cardiovascular exercises. Those are the exercises that'll get your heart beating. The even numbers, they're more muscular endurance type exercises. They're going to try to make you stronger. So how you're going to do the assignment this week is you are going to use a die. If you had two, you would have a pair of dice. If you have one, you would have a die. So if you have a board game at home, you can take out one of those dice. And it's okay if you drop them, you just pick them back up. That's kind of the point. But the numbers are just going to be 1 through 6. So we're going to show you how that works right now.
Yeah, so if you don't have a die at home, you have so many different options. If you have a pack of playing cards, pull those out. You'll need numbers 1 through 6. I know they're not in order. And then you could also do what Mr. Fisher has. He didn't have a die. I took it. So he didn't have one. So he wrote all the numbers on a piece of paper, 1 through 6. And he could crumple them all up, throw them on the floor. And then he could go and pick one up, open it back up, look at the number, and then that would be the exercise he does. So your die or your playing card, whatever you're using, a piece of paper crumpled up, papers in a hat, so many options. Like I said, you would need to be able to see the number or figure out what the number is. And then you throw them on the floor, pick one, and then you do the corresponding activity. So Mr. Fisher got number
4.
Number 4. So he's going to look, and there will be a picture at the end of this so you all can see it in on the assignment. But so you would look for number 4, and he would have to do 10 push-ups. Okay, nothing crazy. 10 push-ups. If you need a break, take a break. If you want to do more. Okay, once he does that, he's gonna do his 10 push-ups.
Oh, working on the shoulder.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, then once he's done with that, if he's doing it by himself, he would pick up another piece of paper. Let's say I'm his partner. I would pick up a piece of paper. Oh, and I got an odd number. I got number 1. So I look up here. What do I have to do? I have to do 10 jumping jacks. So I'm going to go through and do my 10 jumping jacks. He could do it with me, or we can alternate so we get a break. So I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now it is his turn. And we would go back and forth till we use up all our numbers. And we would want to go 3 times through. So that means you're going to do all these exercises, and at the end you should have a grand total of 18. So 3 times through all the numbers 1 through 6. Okay.
That should give you a pretty decent workout. Remember though, you're trying to do all of these the correct way. Do them to the best of your ability. This is not a jumping jack. And
That's
don't laugh
jumping.
because I've seen it, you guys do that in the past. So try to do them correctly.
Yep. So we have jumping jacks, running in place, pretty simple, run in place, and we have high knees, stationary high knees. That means you stay in the spot. Your knees should come up nice and high, and then you can go as fast as you can, okay? And you do those 2 for 10 seconds. So you would count out loud to 10, and then that would be your 10 seconds. For our even numbers, you have squats. So you put your feet about shoulder width apart, and then you sit back like you're going in a seat, okay? That's what you want to do. Push-ups, Mr. Fisher did. You can go down. You can do modified push-ups, okay? Or you have sit-ups, lastly. All right, so those are crunches on the ground working on those abs.
Remember what I always tell you about sit-ups. Please do not put your hands behind your head and pull on your neck. You could hurt your neck. Keep your hands right here.
Yep. So those are our 6 exercises with our odds and even numbers.
All right. There will be another little 3-question reflection that goes along with this. Very simple. It's just a matter of your opinion. So there is no right or wrong answer. So you can't get those wrong. But you must do the reflection to get full credit on these assignments. What we're seeing right now with those reflections is, for whatever reason, we're getting some blank reflections. You guys are just sending in the questions that Ms. DeArmond sent to you.
Yep.
You got to put in an answer. Even if you just write the answer and submit a picture of that, we will know what the questions are. You don't even have to write the question. Just submit the answer to the question. We will put all that together ourselves.
We are looking for full sentences, so one answer questions aren't it. You need to have a full sentence, capital letter, period, all the good stuff. All right, and like you said, you don't have to type it. You can handwrite it and send it in like a picture like we always do. Anything works.
All right. And that should be it. That's not that hard. And again, you don't have to do this just once. You could start your day with this every morning. Take your list, take your die. I'm going to do 3 things, and I'm going to do 3 things before I go downstairs. So you can do this more than once. Exercise is not just a one-time thing, it's kind of like a lifestyle.
Yes.
You play video games every day probably, so you can do a little bit of exercise every day.
Yeah, so now we're done talking. It's time for you to get moving. So this is going to be up for you to see it and have fun and submit fully completed reflections.